So as you know, man, like the emotions I felt after losing my mom, it was like not it was like, man, I can't explain that feeling, bro. I talk about this so much, man. It's for anybody who's out there, right? You lost a parent, you know how I feel. You know what I'm talking about, man. It's a feeling you can't really describe, bro. Especially right then when you first find out. It's like, man, I always say like I say this a lot. I say when my mom died, right? It felt like a part of me died. And looking back, man, it almost seemed like I literally died too. Like the way, the things that I was going through, like especially dealing with people, it felt like I went with my mom. Like it's such a, it's a really fucked up feeling. I ain't gonna lie to you, man, because you would think people would want to support you, during a time like that, man. And at this point, I don't really try to, blame people or anything like that, but it's really crazy how people close to you, I'll say that, people close to you, right? Because everybody, you can't get support from everyone, right? And shout out to the people who did support me, but people close to you, bro, you would think, right? You just would think that you wouldn't have to ask for that. You would be able to get that just off the strength, man. Just naturally, family, you feel me? My friends, homeboys, homegirls, whoever, man. You would think, right, that motherfuckers would be there. And nobody was really there, dog. Like, man, it's something I'm still dealing with, bro. Like I still deal with this shit every day. Cause now, like, I realize, that affected me so much during that time. It's like I don't even want relationships with people nowadays. Like I don't want new friends and none of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just comfortable, isolating. And that's not always a good thing though, but that's just where I got, that's just at this point, that's where it's gotten me, man. And it's not a good feeling all the time. Like I'm good. I'm better now, but it's hard to not relive those moments and think about, you know, think about how it affected your life in so many different ways. I will say, man, during that time, bro, and reason why I'm talking about relationships because, it once you lose a parent, it affects you in ways that you would never think, right? Like, for example, the ability to communicate going forward, you know what I mean? At that time, bro, I didn't want to talk to nobody. You couldn't pay me to talk. Like I ain't had shit to say to nobody, dog. And that, like, it was just an empty feeling. You know what I mean? Like just a real empty feeling, dog. It's like I couldn't even talk. It's like I didn't know how to talk. Like literally didn't know how to speak. And I would just look at people sometimes, and if they were trying to talk to me, it was just like if you looked in my eyes, you just seen like a hole inside of me, bro. Like you could just look right through me, right? Like I was invisible or something like that. That's the only way I could describe it. Like it just made me not want to talk to people at all. Like I shut down, man. I shut down for a long time. Like you couldn't, even when I was with myself, right? I was talking a lot in my head, right? Obviously I'm dealing with a lot of demons. I'm dealing with the suicidal shit. So it's a long, especially if you're lonely too, that can be really hard, man. That can be tough on people. So that's definitely one of the ways it affected me, like as far as communication, even today. Like I don't like talking to people, like, cause I always feel like I gotta explain myself, right? And I don't really like doing that. I've always kind of been like that. I ain't gotta explain shit to nobody. You know what I mean? But now it's like when you're trying to heal, you're trying to get not get through it, but progress. You're trying to get better each day while losing someone so close to you. But it's so hard, man. It's like you're trying to figure out who this new person is, man. Like it's a baby trying to walk again. You know what I mean? Baby trying to talk. Like it's all like your life starts over, like completely. And that's like the hardest part about it because you don't know who you are.